where the truth gets real. Faith and love, yeah, that's the deal. WC and Maria, bringing that glow. Tuesday nights is the show you gotta know.
Love ain't a moment, it's a movement we found. Beyond the vows, where the real talk sounds. From single to married, decades deep. Together we rise, where the promise is key.
Lessons and laughter, faith in the mix. Every story a bond, every challenge a fix. Tune in, don't be late.
7 p.m. Let's elevate. So come vibe with us. Take a seat, take a bow. We're diving deep beyond the vows.
Don't y'all just love that intro?
That was a whole vibe.
Yeah, Maria. We're in the house.
Come on.
Oh, yeah.
I'm about to do the church clap down here. Like that.
Hey, welcome to another exciting edition of Beyond the Vows.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to say this is Weekend Update on WC. That's her, Maria. No, but you know, because we're out of the living room, away from our nice cozy fire, because we got company tonight.
Yes.
And my wife told me to be on my best behavior.
And he probably won't be.
Of course not. Of course not. So listen, we are here with our special guest tonight, Pastor Byron and Rasta Collins. And oh, wait a minute, I gotta do something because y'all have messed me up.
Okay.
Because see, y'all do a podcast. Y'all do the same thing, right? So this one here,
Uh-oh.
talking about how would you kiss me like tea?
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Okay. Are we good now? We good?
No.
Oh, Lord.
You want more?
Yes.
Don't tempt me down.
She said you should have did that without somebody else having to do it in order for you to do it.
All children turn away from the screen. So anyway, thank you all for joining us here every Tuesday at 7 p.m. here at SKST TV Radio.
Yes.
If you want to be on the show, if you have concerns, questions, or just comments about the show, reach us out at Beyond the Vows with an S SKSTVradio@gmail.com. Yep. And as always, and we have a disclaimer. What's the disclaimer?
Well, I'm so sorry.
That's what you call all the timers.
No, it's not that. Okay, so I'm going to put a disclaimer. We are not professionals.
We're just married.
That's
Okay.
good. That's
All right.
fine. That's
And
good.
before we get into everything, we would like to put a shout out to Cammie Grayson. She is awesome and amazing, not only sister, but this is her radio show. And if you're interested in having a podcast, please reach out to her, www.skstradio.com. She will hook you up.
That's good.
Well, actually, this is our show, but she owns the whole shebang.
Of course,
Yeah.
but I wanted to shout her out.
And to let her know that I am the older brother. So anyway,
That really don't matter.
So listen, we always want to shout out our awesome sponsor, which is deafhopechild.org.
Yes.
Deaf Child Hope. See, that's 6 times fast. Deaf Child Hope International.
Yes.
We've got our children who are all over the world, over 25 million children. Not only are they in poverty, but they are deaf. So we are so excited that we were able to sponsor a child in the Congo. And you can do that today. So go to deafchildhope.org, look at the children, put them in your heart, and try and consider sponsoring a child today.
Amen.
Okay, this would be good. So anyway, so guys, we thank you so much for being here.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you for having us.
And he and I've been together all day.
Yes.
Because we've been feeding the needy.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, he claimed I worked him to death. But he worked me. He worked me just looking at him, picking up boxes and stuff.
He actually picked up a box
Yes, he did. And I got a cramp every time I saw him.
because he a good supervisor. He
Oh,
don't.
no, he was working me today.
Now I know.
He took pity out on, he don't do that.
He's a supervisor. He manages very well.
So listen, go ahead and introduce yourselves to our audience.
I am Pastor Byron Collins Jr. from 2B1 Ministries.
And I'm Lady Rosta Collins
Okay?
from
and,
2B1
and
Ministries.
tell them about 2B1 or 2B2.
2B1 is a ministry that's non-denomination, and we just love the Lord. We believe in helping people. We believe in kingdom mindedness.
Yeah.
So everything Jesus taught, we believe following those examples.
Yeah, and then you're into music. You play. You've got a studio. You do video, photography, just so much things. Every day event we're always together. But this one right here is a comedian.
Yes.
Yes, comedian. Because you actually were on stage with us during the Juneteenth.
Yes.
I had you MC, and
Yes.
she was funny.
I try. I
she
have a
was
couple
funny.
jokes here
So
and
do
there.
you do a lot of comedy at home?
Yes.
Oh Lord.
Yes.
Is he the butt of
Listen.
all your jokes?
No, he just thinks everything is funny.
Oh, no.
I could be so serious and he gonna laugh. He's like, but you're just so funny, sir. I am so serious right now. You don't realize how close you are. You this close to being hurt. You're laughing, sir.
Well, this show that was birthed in us. One thing we always said was that, especially the church, that the church is so adamant at trying to tell you to get married. We don't care what the situation is, you got to be married. But they fail, and this is not all churches,
Right.
but they fail when it comes down to how to stay married.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Exactly.
what happens after that? Do you take me or I take you, and it's better for worse, sickness and health, and do all that stuff. So we want to talk tonight's subject. We want to talk about marriage and ministry.
Okay.
Okay.
You're a pastor.
Mhm.
You're a first lady. So we want to just kind of delve into your life, okay? As how does that work? Your marriage and your ministry.
See, I told y'all. He just look at me and laugh. I ain't even saying no joke.
She's so serious.
Yes, she is.
So how does marriage and marriage? So I will say this. We've been married for a short little minute. I mean, it's been a minute, but I will say once we started incorporating ministry, it was like the marriage got stronger.
Yes, it did.
Once we, it was getting stronger before we started ministry, because we both collectively really made a conscious effort to start putting God in the middle of our marriage. And so it was like once we started doing that, things just bloomed, and then the ministry bloomed. And so with that, it's work, but it's God's work. So I won't complain.
Amen. That's good. I love that. So how did you cultivate that? Because in marriages, some people don't know how to put God in the center of their lives. How do you put God in the center of your marriage to make your marriage and your ministry?
We followed the example. The Word of God says, "Man, love your wife like Christ loved the church." I could not love Christ or the church more than my wife.
Wow.
And I had to sit down and we had conversations. And one thing God told me to do was was to start taking my wife out,
Wow.
sit down, have conversations with her. And it wasn't just any conversations. We was having some serious conversations over a lot of things in our life, a lot of things that were happening in our marriage, children, what she likes, what she don't like, what I don't like, you know. And some things, I'm gonna lie to you, some things hurt.
Yeah.
However, God used that to be a blessing to us, support to folks.
Yeah.
Because if we
That's
didn't go
good.
through it,
Right,
how can we
right.
talk to somebody else?
Exactly.
Exactly.
That's good. I really, really like that. How how God told you, and we got to understand that in marriage, that the man, he is the head of the household, and we as wives, we are second in command. Second in command. But I like the fact that you did exactly what God wanted you to do to help make your marriage what it should be by God's plan, not how we think it is. Because sometimes I think in marriage, that's what happens. We think marriage should go a certain way.
Right.
And honestly, we're wrong. And we
So
really
wrong.
need to do things the way that God intended it to be worked. But it takes a determined mind, somebody that wants to do it. And I know it wasn't all that easy. I know it wasn't, because let's just be honest, everybody don't communicate very well.
That's right.
So you had to learn how to be vulnerable. I think we was talking about that a couple of weeks ago. You have to learn to be vulnerable with the one that God gives you.
Right.
And
Yes.
you can't be afraid, because they have your best interests at heart. So you can't be afraid to be vulnerable. You know, sometimes we have to share some of the stuff that we've been carrying for so long. And that's what we were talking about a couple of weeks ago. And I was telling the audience how I feel like in marriage, God gives you this mirror. He makes you look at you,
Yeah.
not at your husband, but look at you. And then he starts the transformation of changing you, and all that stuff that you did, all that little girl stuff that you had on you. He strips you of it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And he makes you to the woman and the wife that you should be, because it's all about ministry.
Yes.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
beautiful.
So you said the head is the husband is the head. So she gave me permission to say I was the boss.
Okay.
Probably one time.
Yeah. I tell people when I do concerts and speeches, I say I'm the boss in my house, and my wife gave me permission to say it. Yeah. So what are some of the challenges of running a church, and you know, especially because something that I know that people are like, when people need counseling, like a single woman needs counseling.
And we do our pretty wife smile at the camera.
Exactly.
So here's the scenario. You're in your office. When the sister, you know, the first lady's out there probably singing or doing what she does, and they want to pass her. And she's talking all soft. What do you do?
Should I put some bass in her voice? I'm sorry. I'm playing.
Is this because you said first lady in there singing? So is this like while church is going on?
Oh no, she didn't just be doing anything. You know.
Basically, I'm not in the office.
We're not in the office.
Okay. So this is my thing. I listen to see where this conversation going. You only got 5 seconds with me. I'm gonna give you 5 seconds. Within those 5 seconds, I'm gonna know what you're saying, because I'm already discerning and I'm praying.
Right.
And if it's something that I see that I need my wife, I'm gonna say, hold on for a second. Let me go get Rasta. Like, I don't even play with that. Because my thing is, I want, when we talking, my wife is first, Christ is my backbone.
Right.
But I need my wife there, because I believe when you counsel, somebody should be praying and somebody should be listening.
And watching.
And watching.
Well, let's pray.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my mind becomes, I may not hear what I need to hear, but she will pick it up because she's a woman.
Gotcha.
So it all
Gotcha.
depends what that conversation is being talked about.
Gotcha.
You know
Gotcha.
what I'm saying? So
Gotcha.
So you think that, do you think it's always important that with a female that wants counsel that your wife be present?
I do believe so.
I
do
believe so,
believe so.
because
Yeah.
if it was opposite,
Mhm.
I would want my husband to be in there with me,
Mhm.
because sometimes, and y'all know, the devil is shrewd.
Yes.
And there's some people that let the devil use
Mhm.
them.
With that part.
Okay.
Mhm.
And they would trip you up and make you think that is one thing and it's really something else.
Right.
Mhm.
And that's when the spirit of discernment
Mhm.
has to play a part. And we, as the people of God, we have to have that discernment.
Mhm.
And with the anointing that God places upon our lives, it's going to allow us to know when the devil's coming.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
Because
Mhm.
God would never, ever send us out here without knowing, okay, here come this snake.
Mhm.
Exactly.
All right? He will always forewarn us, but it's up to us
Mhm.
if we take the warning.
Yeah, because it's happened so much. So many things have happened in the church, but they give us a black eye.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Where people said, "Well, if they're doing that in church, what do I need to go to church for?"
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And that's why I said to be very cognizant of the spirit,
Mhm.
you know. But so tell me that. So do y'all have fun?
Oh, we have a lot of fun.
Everybody says I do. Everybody thinks the pastor and the first lady are just boring.
Oh man.
I am
They're
the
having no fun.
most unboring
We
first
never
lady
know.
ever.
We like kids.
Exactly.
It's so sweet.
Exactly.
when you're in love with someone, it just reminds you of your childhood, especially when you first meet them, and you know you got the Google eyes, and you can't keep your hands off of them. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
So it does. It's almost like living that childhood thing, but you're an adult. You know what I mean?
Now,
Cause
now the reality
Okay.
of where we are now is that took some growth.
Yes, it did.
Oh,
Because we were not always there.
Yeah, we were separate.
You know, we were together and separate. There was thoughts in my mind of how he was going to be gone from this earth.
Oh my gosh.
Lord, thank you for deliverance. Lord.
And how can I do this?
Oh my god.
No, I'm playing. But really, you know, the beginning is always cute and sweet.
Right.
You know, and then once you get into the meat and potatoes of things, which basically was basically 6 months for us, because we got married after 6 months.
Yeah.
So we met 6 months later, we were married.
Mhm.
So of course everything was cute then, and then real life set in.
Yeah.
Marriage set in.
Yeah.
The work set in.
Yeah.
You know,
Two different lifestyles.
two different mindsets, having to learn to compromise and learning to think for the other person, and not necessarily think I need to read his mind. No, you need to be thinking with the other person in mind.
Right.
You know,
like that.
and that's something that a lot of times we don't see. You don't think with the other person in mind. If I do this, how could that possibly affect him? How could that affect my marriage?
Yeah.
And a lot of people just do. And we had a lot of doing
Yes, we did.
early on. It was like, you can't tell me what to do. You're not the boss of me. I'm grown up here, boy. I wish you would.
And we go on to church, praising the Lord, and I'm like, get out. Get out.
He didn't try to put me out that house so many times. Listen, I call him Martin. You remember the episode of Martin when Martin told Jenny to get to stepping?
Yeah.
And then she got up to leave. He was like, Jenny, come back, Jenny. I said, that's him. I'm like, sir, you know you don't want me going well.
It sounded good when I said it.
Exactly, in his mind, but
you gonna do it.
that part.
So what in helping other couples navigate that, because we've talked about that a lot, about when the honeymoon stage, you know, we talked about the 369, you know, which is the 3 months of getting things together. And by 6 months, you start knowing, oh, okay, this now. And you get to the 9th month and like, okay, I think we can do it, but it's going to happen all over again. What are some of the tools that we can use, to try to navigate, especially, coming from two different sections of population? You were raised one way, he was raised another way. Some values may be different. And because you said to compromise. What are some of the tools that are good to use?
Well, I'm gonna just tell you one. If you're saved, now this only gonna work if you're saved. I'm talking to no unsaved person. If you're saved, you have to surrender to God. God will teach you how to surrender and submit to one another. A lot of Christians miss that. And that, I mean, they miss that in every aspect. You know what I'm saying? If you're not surrendering to God, God had to break me. It dealt with me first. God always deal with the man first. But a lot of people think, what I'm saying, let me go to the woman. No, God did the man. So I shared with her one day, I told her, stop trying to control me. Which it really wasn't control. It was just she was far.
I was nagging.
She was just a far advance of wisdom where I was at, because I was single for so long. Did things my way and everything. And God had to show me, hey, when I gave you my daughter, see, that's the key. Wow. They started talking like that. When I gave you my daughter, that came with a certain responsibility. So he started dealing with me now. Like, you need to surrender to what I'm saying. I'm not concerned about what she's doing right now. I'm not concerned about what she said to you. I need you to surrender to me. As I surrendered to him, I started not saying certain things to her, because he had started telling me, your mouth has got left. And that's not how you should be talking to my daughter. Now, mind you, I ain't no pastor. Okay. I'm just a church person going to church. Minister music, playing the keyboard. But all this is happening in the house, and we got kids on top of this. Wow. You know what I'm saying? So, he had to deal with me. A lot of stuff she was saying. He had to break me, but I had to listen. And it wasn't until he broke me and I listened, then I could go and really start talking to her. Because a lot of times I just didn't say nothing until I started being quiet, just listening. And God started saying, now I need you to talk to your wife. Now bring this to the table. You see what I'm saying? And then that whole house got in order. So I had to use God wisdom, not Byron wisdom. Because Byron wisdom was ready, like, let's sign these papers, let's go.
And when the house falls in order, it's just everything falls into place.
So can I ask a question? So in the process of him going through that, what did you do, Foster?
I spent a lot of time being angry. I was angry a lot during that time because I felt like he wasn't listening. And not to be like, oh, I know I'm always right, but I knew in the things that I was saying, I knew I was right. And so it was frustrating to sit in the midst of this and deal with this and do a bunch of crying and being sad. And, but he had told me something key once. And it was, matter of fact, he just mentioned it a little bit. He said, it is not your job to change me. Right. It's God's job to change me. He said, anything that I have an issue with you on, I take it to God. If you notice, I don't bring it to you. I take it to God. And I let God deal with you on it. And once he said that, I was like, man, please, I'm going to tell you to your face, like, you better fix this. That's how I was at first. But then I kind of started, I really started seeing a change within myself. I realized God was working on me. And I said, okay, he said something key. So let me start taking this to God. And so a lot of the things that I was telling him, I just kind of stopped. I'm like, okay, I let it go. Now it became funny when I took it to the Lord, and this one right here come back to me with the same thing I had told him months ago and said, well, you know, the Lord told me, blase blah. So I said that, you know what, to God be the glory. You know what, if you had to listen to God to get it, that, you know, hey, but I just really had to start taking stuff to God and stop trying to get him to see things my way. A lot of times in marriages, it's like, well, you need to see things how I see it. Well, when you got two different people coming from two different things and operating differently, and whether it you know, this is their first real relationship or a second marriage, third marriage, whatever the case may be, there's some old stuff that has to be taken off of them before they can really accept what it is that you're saying, what's going on. So I just really had to do a lot of praying. I had to pray, and I had to just be like, God, I gave it to God. I gave it to God. I'm like, I can't do nothing. I said, I've been talking for years. I've been saying the same old record. The record scratched now. So God, I'm sending this to you. You put that new song in his ear. You know, so
and there are times when it's really hard. I've experienced that when you really want to totally surrender, because God gives us free will.
Yes,
you know, and sometimes we just take that, you know, and just go off with that.
Do whatever we want.
You know what I'm saying?
Whenever.
God, you said I can have free will, so I'm gonna say what I want to say because you said I can say it. You know. And it's almost like we were talking about with PTSD. And I would sometimes say, I got a PTSD card and I ain't afraid to use it. You know, I get a check every month for that. But then it's like, but that doesn't give you an excuse.
Right.
Especially when you actually recognize it.
Yes.
And you can read, my pastor back when I was a kid, you said, reason between the therefores. You know, we're saying, but there's a different way to approach it. So let me ask you this. How important is, first of all, premarital counseling, but also counseling after you're married?
Now, is this for, I'm for premarital counseling, even though we didn't do it.
Right.
But since we've been together, I'm definitely for that.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's some subjects me and her talk about that we share with people that let you know if your marriage can go somewhere. Because 3 topics people don't talk about.
What's that?
One is sex, one is finance, and one is dealing with kids. When you don't talk about those 3, you are doomed to have some problems.
I agree.
Yeah, you know, and I would say counseling, you don't have to just have counseling. I'm talking about after you're married. If there's a problem, I just think sometimes the counseling can be, you know, we're at a good place. How can we stay there? Or how can we get better? You know,
that's good.
And I think there's nothing wrong with it.
No,
I don't think a lot of people think about that. And I'm glad you said that, because a lot of people figure, oh, things are bad, now we need counseling. But, you know, when things are good, you might want to consider, okay, how can we stay there?
Yeah.
You know, what is it that we can do to stay in the green and not move to the red?
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
A lot of people just feel like, okay, he didn't get on my nerves, we need to go see the marriage counselor. You know what I'm saying? And why not beforehand?
Yeah, but my thing is, I don't want for Christians. I'm gonna say this. This is me. For Christians, I don't want you to just see a marriage counselor. I want you to see a marriage save counselor.
No, yes.
Because they're going to keep you grounded and rooted
In the word.
Right.
In the word.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of us as Christians, we never really fulfill what we need to in Christ. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we don't turn around here and actually stay with the word.
Right.
We got too much worldly.
Yeah.
in
Well,
us.
right. Gotcha.
Yep.
Gotcha. And that's important because, you know, counselors who go to school to learn how to do stuff, the thing that sustains us as America is God's word.
That's right.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And if that's not being, taught, if that's not being emphasized, basically you're trying to keep something together just based on your feelings.
That's right.
And it doesn't work.
Yep.
So, but in a little bit we're going to go to a break, and when we come back from our break, I want you to tell us how you met. Okay, because if that is a funny story, okay? So we're going to commercial.
Follow the crowd. Sit on the back row. Got my stuff ready.
All right, so we're back, and we're get our special guest tonight, Pastor and First Lady Collins, that are here, and this has been very entertaining, very enlightful.
Very informative.
Now we just want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. So y'all got married 6 months after. How did you meet?
Great.
Well, okay, this again. I want no pastor.
That's okay.
I always bring that disclaimer because I want you to know.
Yeah.
God was dealing with me in transformation. And I was actually
He was in these streets.
I was. Man,
In the flesh. Okay.
going to church on Sunday though. I'll make sure I was there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But no, what happened was God was really dealing with me. A friend of mine said, "Hey man, go on to sites. What's the thing? Websites to see females." I said, "Man, I'm going through them like I'm messing with the ones in the street."
Oh, Jesus.
I'll be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing, he was a church guy too. But I was like, man. So I talked to Rasta. I met her on the website. I don't know what's called. Plenty of Fish.
Yeah.
Plenty of Fish. Met her on Plenty of Fish. And I was like, I'm being honest with you. I was like, ain't not gonna come out of this. She just like everybody else. I've been messing up here, because I would just say some stuff. Next thing I knew, did what I did, and I was done.
Right.
But this time, Rasta, when I talked to her, she wasn't like that. She actually messed my head up. She was talking to me about her job, her kids. I was like, oh, this girl can talk. We got a conversation going on.
Okay.
Let me see where this gonna go at. You know what I'm saying? So I said, let me try a different approach, and I started talking to her, and I didn't read the little headline.
He did not. Let me tell y'all. I'm sorry. I got to interrupt you. Okay, so let me give you a teensy bit backstory for me. But I had been doing the online dating. I just had profiles up there because the caliber of men that I was meeting out was and so I was like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm sitting in the house. I said, I'll try a little dating website. I had gotten to the point where I was content with being alone with 100 cats. I said, I'm gonna be the cat lady. That's just what it's gonna be, and I was fine with that. And so on Plenty of Fish, this little 5'4" man sends me a message, and I looked at the description. 5'4", I'm 5'6", and I like to wear heels, so that's gonna give me a good about 5'9". So now I had actually prayed to God during that time. I said, God, if you send me another man, I said, let him be a God-fearing man. Let him know how to sing, and let him have communication, because that was one of the things that I felt like is lacking or was lacking in the dating world back then.
Mhm.
Communication to me is not a text message saying good morning beautiful, good night beautiful. That's not communication.
It's not.
That's not how you're getting to know me.
Right.
And so when Byron hit me up, it was like, okay, let me see what this little short man about.
So you didn't have a height. You didn't have a height requirement, did you?
I did. You know what? I did not. I was an equal opportunist dater.
Midgets and everybody.
Midgets, tall, short,
I'm sorry,
wide, skinny.
Little people.
You know, little
Oh
people.
my God.
But when I talked to him, my thing was, okay, I'm gonna give him my number. I think we probably went back and forth online for like maybe an hour or two. I'm like, okay, here's the real thing. I'm gonna give him my number and see what happens. And he called, and we talked for hours. And then the next day he called. And when he couldn't call me that night because he had choir practice, he called and apologized. I'm so sorry I didn't get a chance to call you. I had choir practice. Please forgive me. And then the next day he called. So it was like, okay, the things that I asked, I'm like, okay, I'm getting it. Now, it might not have been the package that I thought it would be in,
Right.
but I'm like, okay, this is probably, what I need. So yeah, the little online dating, it don't work for everybody. It worked for us, and it was crazy because within a week of us talking, he told me, you're gonna be my wife.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, I said, well, how you figure? He said, the Lord told me. I said, well, the Lord ain't give me that memo, so I don't know what you talking about, sir. But here we are. Here we were 6 months later. We were married.
So what happened when y'all first met for the first time?
So the very first time we met, I had actually stopped by his studio because he was doing some music. And so I stopped by to meet him. I'm sitting here and I'm nervous because I'm like, okay, what if I just really, really don't like this guy? Like, what if he's 2'3" and not 5'4"? What if he catfished me? You know what I mean? Like, all these thoughts are going through my head. And I'm like, okay. So I go over there and he's working on some music. And I'm like, okay, he can sing. All right. And he's got this song. And so I went by Rexy. And he's like, yeah, Rexy girl. Oh, Rexy.
He was setting you up.
I want to love you, Rexy. I said, oh, he recorded it and sent me home with the CD too. I said,
Wow.
okay.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Come on, don't use the voice to try to get me, sir. That was foul. But yeah, so that was like our very first face-to-face meeting. He wrote me a song.
Wow.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
You can do that.
We got him all up again.
No. We met online as well.
Really?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. That we had.
Some kind of way. Some kind of way.
When we got married, she had no idea when it came time for me to repeat my vows, say my vows. She had no idea that I was going to sing my vows.
Oh.
And not only did I sing them, but the congregation did my background.
Oh. Did you cry? I know you cried.
I did.
Because she used to say, she would say this thing up, you make me feel some kind of way. And that was the name of the song.
Some kind of way.
Some kind of way.
Yeah.
Yep, some kind of way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
He did that, but he stalked me. Okay. Stalked me on the.
It was crazy. And we told this story before. I was on the dating sites in my law enforcement capacity.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these profiles you said were actually guys
Mm-hmm.
from Nigeria and places
Exactly.
who were using women's pictures
Mm-hmm.
to try to
Scam
money.
Yep.
So my job was to weed them out by
Mhm.
having a real profile.
Mm-hmm.
And we were on a site called Badu.
I was
So,
up there too.
You know what I mean?
I knew about all them types.
Badu, you know what to do. So,
Chad.
yeah, so I was finishing my investigation tab, and when I logged on, and about is like there's pictures everywhere, and there's those thumbnails. Hers was right in the middle, and I just saw her eyes, and I was like,
That's right.
that's probably some little Nigerian man using this woman's picture, But long story short, when I would see her picture every day, and I actually made a screenshot of it and put it on my phone. So I remember the first night I put my phone on my pillow and I played, didn't talk to her.
Oh, you sleep? Yeah, you sleep.
Went to the grocery store and I said, babe, we need some detergent. I'm just really fantasizing, ready to be brought down because I knew when I made but she reached out to me, because she saw me keep coming to her page. And when she said, the lady on your profile, that's Dr. Cynthia Chapman. I went, wait a minute, there ain't no African on my mom. She knew that her mother was a singer, and then I had said, she asked what I was doing on the site. I said, well, are you in Virginia? I said, well, I just moved back to Virginia, because my mother passed and taking over my granddad's church. She said, well, what church is that? And I typed in, Garden of Prayer number 4. She says, Bishop Samuel Moore. I'm like, huh?
Like, you know too much, ma'am.
So found out that her church was renting my granddad's church.
Wow.
In the afternoons.
Wow.
And then it clicked to me. My grandmother would tell me, she said, they got some church right in their building that they tearing up their carpets, shouting on me, please. But it was just amazing, how that all happened. And so it works.
Yes.
It does. Oh, you know what? I forgot. That's what I was supposed to be talking about because you said you didn't read. So on my profile, I'm gonna touch this real quick. On my profile, I always believed in being transparent, and I always believed in I'm going to give you the choice of whether you want to date me or not. I'm not going to take that choice away from you by selling myself to be something that I'm not. And in my profile, it was 2 paragraphs.
Yeah, it was. That's too long to read. I ain't reading it.
It was two paragraphs, and I let it be known that I had kids. What was going on dating wise. I was single. I let it be known me and how I operated. I said, now listen, you can see the very sweet, nice side of me.
Wow.
Or you can see the complete opposite. The choice is yours. It's how you act determines what side of me you get. So I put that up there. He ain't read none of it.
I did.
He just looked at the pictures and was like, let's go. So once he started seeing that side of me, he was like, how you get like this? I said, sir, did you not read? Did you not read it? Because listen, I told you I can be sweet as pie.
I tried to go back to that profile, but we had took our stuff down, so I didn't go read it.
Too late. Too late.
Wow, that is huge. But it's a great thing, and and when we talk about children, stuff like that, blended family.
Yeah.
We're a blended family, and it was
something.
It was an adjustment.
Yeah.
But my bonus kids, to me, they're blood. They are blood.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
And when they really started navigating to me and with things that were going through, it made me feel so good. I know it made her feel good. Kids would come, and they would come to me sometimes before they come to her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was tripping me out because I'm like, I'm your mama. But they would go to him before they came to me.
Yeah.
And that was like impressive. I was like, okay.
Yeah. See, and my kids were already adults when we got married, almost 14 years ago now. They were all younger. So but I was able to instill some things in them, and with their father and stuff like that. And it just works so well. And we do things together. When they graduate, they're make me a shirt.
Mhm.
You know, bonus dad. You know,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. But that sometimes that can be a challenge.
Yes.
You know, especially when it comes to discipline.
Mhm.
How did you get through that?
I had a talk with the daddy very quickly. I said, "There's only one man in this house.
Oh Lord.
I didn't play. If you don't want me to discipline your children, which is our children,
Mhm.
then you come get them." Like I was straightforward. Like I didn't want to play with it because it was young.
Yeah.
And we raising them. I didn't know really the relationship. She told me what was going on, but when you listen to it, I'm like, I don't think that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I started seeing it, and then I was like, nah, I don't have to play this game.
I know that's right. Hey, Will.
Mhm.
So I mean, all of everything that you all saying is just really, really good, and I appreciate y'all so much for coming to the podcast and sharing with the audience about marriage and about everything. Now, there's a game that Will and I
Fun time.
want to play.
I love games.
Yes. Yes.
It's called what's the name of the game? Will?
Explore your spouse. So
Okay.
I'm going to ask you questions.
Okay.
She's going to ask him questions.
Okay.
About you. So you want to go first, honey?
No, you can go ahead, honey.
Why? That's because I'm the boss.
No. I said so.
She just bossed you.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So, tell me of a time when you felt misunderstood by him.
Just one?
Yeah, this is our show. Okay.
Okay. So I think a time that I felt misunderstood was in the early to middle part of our marriage, with him working in the studio and having people come in, I would have some feelings about some things like, hey, I think this is inappropriate. I don't think somebody need to be here at this time of night. I don't think, I think this is a little bit too much. And I think I was misunderstood because he's like, well, this is a business. Well, at the end of the day, I'm your wife. I'm your wife. So it's like, you're not going to be putting the business before my feelings. And especially if I'm telling you, hey, this makes me feel some type of way. This hurts. When I see this is how it makes me feel.
Right.
So I think that would probably be the most prominent time that I felt misunderstood because I'm not trying to run your business, but I'm trying to help you keep your wife.
Amen. Oh, that's good.
I like to say that was years ago, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's what I said.
That's his disclaimer. Okay.
Okay. Staying on this topic, tell me about a time when you felt understood the most.
When I felt understood?
You was when is the time that you felt understood by your wife the most?
Understood by her.
Mm-hmm. And you better not say when you took me to get something to eat. You better not say every time you took me to a restaurant that answer's off the table now.
I think understood is when I had to come back and apologize to her for calling her out her name. Wow. And God told me I better get it right quickly.
Jesus.
And I had to really sit down and explain some things to her.
Mm-hmm.
So, and she made you feel understood?
She did, because it broke both of us.
Wow.
She received it very well.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. Because sometimes people don't know, they have a hard time apologizing. And my thing is, I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Because people don't understand that one apology can make the difference in your relationship. Just that one. And
Anyway,
we go on and on.
Okay, next question.
Okay.
Wow. Ooh. What is one of your guilty pleasures that he does not know about?
Oh,
I don't know.
what don't I know?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, 'cause we talk a lot.
I don't hide no food from you.
No, you don't. You eat, I eat.
Because I make you buy it. I don't really have any. We have gotten to the point now where we're so open and honest with each other. Yeah. So there's like really nothing that I keep from him, even if there's something that like, I mean, anything I want to share with him, I know I can.
Mhm.
You know, so it's not anything that's a secret. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I talked to such and such today. He might not necessarily care for such and such that I talked to, but guess what? I let it be known. Hey, I had a conversation with such and such today. This is what the conversation was about.
Mhm.
You know, we don't really keep secrets because once we're at the point of rebuilding trust, and we've built that trust back up because once trust was broken early on, it took a lot. So in order to maintain that, you know, I just be honest, I don't have no secret guilty pleasure. And trust me, if one come up, he gonna know about it so he can buy it for me.
Look, I know I have one that you know. See, I love sweet tea all the time. And when I give it to her, she's like, "Oh, this is really good." My guilty pleasure is I add sugar to it to make it sweeter.
God help him. Okay, I'm going to ask this question. Will, you are a character by yourself. Jesus.
Well, I'm sitting here with a comedian. I'm auditioning. I may be able to open up for her.
You're going to need a lot of them, man.
Who knows?
Oh my goodness.
So, sir, what is your favorite thing to do with your wife?
Keep it PG.
Oh, yeah. That's my favorite thing to do in my life.
I'm allergic to PG.
Let her rip, babe.
Nah, my favorite thing to do with my wife is conversation. It's because we lay everything out. And when I talk to her, I know she ain't lying. So I know whatever she says, that's what it is.
I love that.
Plus, we do a lot of laughing at me too. So,
but that makes it even so much fun. You know what I'm saying? That you really know her and she really knows you because you will allow that veil to come down.
exactly.
You know, that you don't hide anything from each other, even when you think, oh my gosh, she's gonna be upset with me. But you got to tell the truth. Just like I tell my kids. I'd rather that you tell me than for me get in the street. Because if I get in the street, I'm gonna feel some kind of way.
Yeah.
That part right there.
Because the thing about it is when I'm right here, and you can just talk to me. You know, I ain't going nowhere. You know, and it's so important. I love that. I'm just praying that the audience will understand and get this.
Yes.
You know, men and women, y'all, we have to communicate.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
We have to be open. We have to be honest. We have to tell the truth. Even though if you may even think it might hurt the other, please tell the truth because that's the only thing that's going to keep us free. And you know what? We can't keep secrets. You know, and there's got to be some form of boundaries that we have to have as couples because we can't just let in and everybody have that much access to us. The only one that should have that kind of access is my husband. You know, the only one that should have that kind of access with your spouse is your wife. You know, so we got to be able to make sure that happens. And that's the only way that we're going to be able to know each other because we got to get beyond. We're talking about beyond the vows. Beyond the vows, you got to really show your wife, show your husband that you can trust me.
That part.
That you can trust me with your
Yeah.
heart. You can
Yes.
trust me with your spirit. You can trust me because I'm not going to hurt you. You can trust me because I'm not going to forsake you. You understand what I mean? And that is so important. So you out there, our brothers and sisters, anything that you all want to have answer questions to, please make sure that you send us an email so that we can address it. And this is so good. Our whole conversation about how you all got together, even in ministry, even with the children, and even right now, and the happiness and the joy that you all having. But how long y'all been married?
8 years.
She said a little bit. She said a little bit. A little minute.
Yeah,
That's not a minute.
it's a little minute.
That is beautiful.
I want y'all to know why she was talking. I am my little pimp. Hey, yeah.
Great.
She was in the sea.
Oh,
But look, I'm gonna give y'all. I'm gonna give you the dilly deal.
Uh-oh.
But she kept a secret from me for 12 of our 13 years of marriage.
and what's that?
She did not like the gift that I was giving to her for Christmas.
Oh, let me explain. Audience,
She let me for 12 years.
audience,
I was given the best gift ever. I was smiling. My chest was stuck out.
She's in
I got a little bit more belly now, but my chest was sticking out. When I
but
could
you know what, baby, I'm gonna be totally honest with you. And audience, listen to what I'm about to say. When you love somebody and you're in love with them, you're gonna know so many wonderful things about them, right? You're gonna know what they like. You're gonna know what they don't like.
They don't say nothing. Just behind this. No, so I give her a basket every year with lotion, from creams and stuff. And then finally one year she said, "Honey, please don't give me that again this year."
But let me tell you
She
what
said,
he got.
I don't like smelling like peach cobbler and apple pie and that kind of stuff.
And he got it from Roses. So I can't do that.
Oh, even Bath
And,
and Body Works?
No,
you.
not even Bath and Body
Oh.
Works. And even if it was Bath and Body Works, I do not want to smell like a fruit tree. Okay, that is
I
not
love
me.
fruit.
I can't,
I love fruit.
baby. I do
You
not
smell
want to
like
be
a
smelling
grapefruit,
like
I'd be all
peaches.
over you.
No,
And you know what? Byron would do that. I would get a whole slew of Bath and Body Works.
Yes.
Difference is I actually liked it. And I told him this Christmas is time to go ahead and renew.
That's right.
Because it's been about 3 years since he got it. But that's how much he would get and it would last. And I'm like, okay, he ain't got to get it every year. But I do believe in being honest about gifts.
Yeah.
He gave me one gift for Valentine's Day. Again, this is one of those moments where in my mind, I pictured how he was about to be gone. He gave me, and people always say it's the thought that counts. Yeah, stop thinking. He gave me a Dollar Tree basket with the Dollar Tree chocolate covered cherries that I cannot stand.
Come on.
And I didn't told him this before. He gave me a balloon weight, not with the balloon attached, just the balloon weight. Okay. And some other little chocolate candies. And I looked at this basket and I said, I know you lie.
Hey, bro, you messed up.
Not it.
I
knew that was.
well, you done work. You done work. Let me tell you what he gave me for Christmas one time.
Uh-oh.
He gave me a basket, and inside it was this cute little, this little folded thing. And I said, okay, this is cute. Unzip it. Guess what it was?
What?
Nail kit. A nail kit.
She's always talking about her nail. She got to do her nail.
No.
I'm being practical.
Baby. And goodness, why I like going to
the salon.
Yeah,
that should have been a gift certificate.
Exactly. But guess what? Guess what we used the nail stain on?
Him.
His toes, yeah.
It's the best ever.
His toes.
I'm telling you, sometimes I'll just make an excuse.
Do you see what I'm saying?
But he was being vindictive with that gift.
I want to
Because yes he was. Yes, he
was.
was. He got mad at what I got him for Christmas. That Christmas, I had pretty much just started my business. So I'm like, okay, I made him something for Christmas. And he was like, you had a whole year to plan.
And that's all you come up with? Oh, God. Listen, we have got to have you guys back again. And, and Candy, just so you know, when we go on vacation, these will be our guest hosts when we go on vacation. Listen, that's all we have tonight for Beyond the Vows. So listen, tell them about how they can get in touch with you guys.
You can actually check us out on our website at 2b1ministries.com. That's 2, number 2, letter B, number 1, ministries, ministries.com, and it gives you all that information up there.
Awesome. Listen, thank you again. We want to thank our sponsor, deafchildhope.org. Go to the website and sponsor a child today. Honey, I love you. You good to me.
Look at that.
Y'all can move. All right. Thank you so much, our engineer, Cammy Grayson, the best in the world, my little sis. Okay. And we'll see you next week here on Beyond the Vows.
Some kind of way.